Alrighty, welcome back everyone, it's Garland here bringing you another Neverwinter video. And today we are continuing our Lockbox guide series. On the agenda today we have the newest Lockbox, the Undying Lockbox. So let's go ahead and go through it. Starting right off, the top pull is the new Swarm Legendary Mount. The combat power is pretty much best in slot. And we're not sure why the equip power is 4,000 lifesteal severity. However, that's what they kept on it. So it's going to be 4,000 lifesteal severity for the equip power. Now the combat power is going to buff you as well as debuff the boss or any mobs. So most DPS classes are going to be taking this as it'll be best in slot. However, most support, they might still want to run the T-Rex, as the T-Rex will have a bigger debuff on it. However, that's completely up to the player or individual. Of course, it's one of my favorite mounts in the game by far so far. It's literally a swarm of bats that fly around. I absolutely love this animation. I think it looks fantastic. Next up, we have two epic pulls, which is going to be the epic mount, which is mist form, and it's going to have 2,000 lifesteal severity. And again, I really like this mount skin as well. It's a mist form, and it looks pretty dang on good. Next up, we have the Razorwood Companion. Now, again, this is probably going to be one of those best in slot companions for DPS as far as the combat advantage as well as the crit severity. So you're going to see a lot of people replacing Fire Archons, Siege Masters, however they can fit it into their own personal build and their own agenda, and you know, depending on what groups they run with, most people are going to migrate over to this guy. However, it's not very good as a summon companion, but definitely can see a lot of people adding this to their active companion list. So that's the legendary pool as well as two epic pools in this pack, guys. Moving right along, we have the boxes. The Howling Adventure Pack. We've seen this in the past previous lock boxes. It's not a great pull, however, it does have a low drop ratio out of this box. You're not going to get a whole lot of these, thankfully. Veteran players aren't going to need anything out of here. New players, yeah, for new players, why not? I can see it. The Greater Stone of Health, the Stone of Health, the Scroll of Mass Life, Scroll of Life, Retraining Token, Companion Tokens, Tears of Bahamut, which we haven't seen since, like, Tyranny of Dragons, right? 100 Greater Scrolls of Identification, Cube of Augmentation. So you have a chance to pull one of those. And then you will get a Epic Dungeon Chest Key, which some people need, some people don't. And then a Teleport Scroll, Protector's Enclave, which is irrelevant because most people do have VIP. If they don't, well, there you go, Teleport Scroll. So this is catered toward newer players. Like I said, veteran players will simply either give these away or sell them for pennies on the auction house. Moving right along, we have the Enchantment Pack. So this is where your ultimate marks are going to come, your S-Mops, your greater marks, and then also the Refinement. Now, we have the Dread enchantment coming back, as well as the new enchantment. The Eclipse enchantment is going to be dropping out of this pack. Next up, the Artifact Pack is going to be the Tiamat set. So you got the Tiamat Amulet, the Tiamat Sash, as well as the Cloak and Belt of Valhalla, and then some Enchanting Stones and Cube of Augmentations. Then you also have a chance to either pull a Blood Ruby, a Jadeite, or an Ultimate Enchanting Stone. Next up, we have the Companion Pack. Now, this is going to be a new Companion Pack, and a lot of people will be interested in this, as it does drop the Illusionist Gambit gear. So, when Illusionist Gambit came out and everyone was grinding it non-stop, well, here we are a couple mods later, and they just put everything in a lockbox. So, if you guys remember, you know, I ran, like, a plethora of Illusionist Gambit trying to get that Companion gear. As well as a lot of other people did. You know, we're talking thousands of runs of Illusionist Gambit. Well, now you can just simply get out of a lockbox. And on top of that, these are going to be unbound, so you can sell them on the auction house. So you do have a chance to get the +5 equipment, which was also changed. The +5 no longer has an overload slot. It's double offensive slots, +4 and +3, as well as rank 8 runestones. And then the normal 30 companion upgrade token jackpot, either a bonding rank 9, or rank 8 runestones. Next up we have the Stronghold Pack, which is of course just your vouchers. And then also we do have a fashion pack. So this also has a pretty low drop rate, and you don't get to pick which one you want. It's going to be a random fashion pack from this list here. And then finally, of course, we do have the Tourmaline trade bar jackpot. Overall, this is a very strong pack. This is going to be the go-to pack for a good bit of time. Not only do you have a chance to get the, what I consider the best in slot for DPS at least, legendary mounts, but the Mistform, the Razorwood, again, probably best in slot for DPS. And you also have some strong pulls coming from the blue side of things as well. The Howling Adventure Pack, the Variety Fashion Pack, obviously the lower end pulls, but believe it or not, they actually have a low drop rate. So the chances of you actually getting something good like the Enchantment Pack or the Artifact Pack or the Companion Pack is a lot higher than the Fashion and the Adventure Pack. Now, me personally, I don't like the Stronghold Packs. I usually will just sell them off, but a lot of people do collect these. A lot of people run multiple guilds for, you know, vouchers and then use those guild marks. That's completely up to you. I don't particularly like these overall myself. But overall, this is a very strong lockbox. So the Undying Lockbox, this is going to wrap up that guide for it. If you guys have any questions or comments, go ahead and leave them below. If you've never watched any of the lockbox videos before, feel free to check out the playlist. And like I said, guys, the Undying Lockbox will most likely be the go-to lockbox, so make sure you're saving your keys and opening them when, you know, you have keys available to you. That wraps up the video. We'll see you guys in the next one.